Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube NFL segment, I'm going to be giving you, my preview prediction for the 2024 New York Jets. Now, as many of you may know that watch the NFL and follow pro football, is that the Jets had pretty much grandiose expectations last season. They really fell short of it. Aaron Rodgers got injured on the first offensive possession, and basically the Jets' hopes were pretty much doomed for the rest of the season. They finished 7-10. I expected them to go like 10-7 last season. The thing is now Aaron Rodgers, hopefully he will be healthy for at least the majority of the season. And the New York Jets don't, necessarily need Aaron Rodgers to be like, the MVP caliber Aaron Rodgers he can be. I mean, really, the New York Jets just need a mediocre quarterback performance this season, and they can make the playoffs, and it's not something that's insurmountable or unattainable by any means. I mean, last season, the New York Jets went 7-10. With really very subpar quarterback play for the season. And if you have Aaron Rodgers close to 100%, it's conceivable to believe that they can go 10-7. Three more wins compared to last season is not something that's going to be that hard really to attain. I think the Jets are going to go 10-7. They'll get a wild card spot. I'm still going to go with the Buffalo Bills being that supreme team in the AFC East. There's a lot of people that think the Jets are, going to win that division, and that's fine and everything. I hope that they do, supersede expectations, but I think 10-7 is realistic for them. The New York Jets also revamped their offensive line, so it should give Aaron Rodgers better protection. That's going to be critical. I can remember there was something on Hard Knocks last season with the coach of the Jets had stated something about having a Hall of Fame quarterback, and it's not going to make really that much difference if the offensive line basically can't get itself together. Now maybe this season they will get themselves together for the better, and that the Jets finally make the playoffs, which has eluded them for so long. I know there's a lot of New York Jets fans that are just so eagerly anticipating this season. I am one of them. I'm being very hopeful. I think 10-7 is a realistic expectation for the team. There's some people out there that think that the Jets are going to go 12-5 or 13-4. I saw something online where I believe it was USA Today had some prediction for the Jets going to the Super Bowl. I think we got to pump the brakes just a wee bit on that, because there's other teams to consider, especially a team that some of you may have heard of that plays in Kansas City, known as the Kansas City Chiefs. They are the defending Super Bowl champions. They've been there, done that. I think the Jets have to really kind of go about this very methodically. I mean, they got the pieces in place to be a playoff team, but the thing is, they haven't been to the playoffs in ages, and 10-7, to me, is very realistic expectation for this team. And again, you have Kansas City in the AFC conference. You've got Baltimore, who may actually be improved with the acquisition of Derrick Henry. I mean, you have Cincinnati, who's going to have Joe Burrow for likely the entire season, and that's a team to be reckoned with. They give Kansas City, really, I mean, they give them fits when they play Cincinnati plays Kansas City very competitively, whether they win or lose, and they're going to be, Cincinnati's going to be a tough out. I mean, there could be like four teams that are better in the AFC conference alone than the New York Jets. So I'm thinking, don't quite put them on this plateau or pedestal yet where they're going to come out of the AFC. Let's do one thing at a time. Let's get the winning record, get a playoff berth, and go from there. Once you're in the playoffs, anything can happen. Aaron Rodgers has, a lot of experience, being in the postseason, and the Jets can at least get there. You just never know. But I think, I'm still going to go with Buffalo to win that AFC East title and have the Jets number 2. And get a wild card spot, likely number 6 or 7 overall in the AFC. I think is where the Jets will land. But the thing about it is you could have all the proponents in place, and you still got to put it together, on the field, and that's what's going to be, what the Jets have to keep in mind this season. As long as they don't get too overconfident or complacent, I think that they can they can have a very good team this season. And last season, with Aaron Rodgers, if he had been healthy the whole season, I think 10-7 was definitely conceivable for them. They went 7-10, with basically not much on the offensive end. So I mean, for them to get 10 wins this season, I think it's definitely in the realm of possibilities. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube NFL prediction segment. Until next time, stay well.